Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this particular video we are going to discuss another functional interface which is supplier. Okay, let's go and see what supplier is it. So supplier here. Supplier means the name itself you can understand the meaning. Supply, it supplies some kind of data. It supplies something. Okay, so here is the method. T is the type of result supplied by the supplier. So basically this particular supplier interface will not take any input data. Okay, it will only return the data. Okay, so where do you need to use these kind of scenarios? Basically what you're trying to do is in your code you're trying to pull some information and you have to put in a cache, or if you want to write a DB connection. Okay, you don't have to every time write a new method, right? Just write a one single method and make it as a supplier. Whenever you need, just call the supplier and get the connection. Okay, so basically when you need some data and we don't need any input information and you need to get the some data, so those kind of scenarios you can go for supplier method. So, I mean supplier functional interface. So it has a method, get method, which will obviously return the this particular return type, right? So the one parameter which we are passing to this particular interface to saying or indicating that this is going to be my return type of data, correct? Okay, let's go ahead and create a simple example and we'll explore that. Let's create a new class, supplier example, and I need to have a main method in order to execute this particular class. Okay, let's try simple method. Let me open the person repository. Sorry, I need to open the person repository. So person repository, I have two methods. One is for get all the person, one is for get a single person. Okay, so you remember, right? We always call this method whenever we need to get the list of persons, correct? So we can use, because we are not, it's not expecting any input parameter, right? So these kind of scenarios you can make use of supplier, correct? Let me do one thing, okay? Let me open this one. So here, supplier example. So this is what we are doing so far. So I'm getting the list of persons with the help of this, okay? So in order to do the same thing, we can go for supplier. Let's static supplier. Sorry, supplier. So it will taking one parameter, which is nothing but it indicating to the particular, indicating to our code to saying that this is going to be my return type. So for now, I'm going to use the person. Okay, so supplier one equal. So there is no input, right? So no input data. So I'm going to use the person repository dot get person, right? So now you don't need this method anymore. So you can keep this particular supplier into a global class where you can access anywhere. Just simply access the class and get the supplier. Through the supplier you can get the data. So let me remove this one. So how we are going to get the data from the supplier? There is a method called get, right? So let me put, sorry, this form, and here is the result. So supplier one dot get, it's not gonna export any input parameters. Let's run this and we'll see what is gonna be happen. See, it is returning the one person information because the supplier which will only supply one person information. So this is a person. Now I need to use the another method which is nothing but a list of persons. So how we can do that? We can We do that. Just make this another supplier, and here instead of person we need to have a list of person. That's all. And here we'll end up with an error because it's just a single, so I need to get all persons, right? So now what I'm gonna do is, let me comment this out. Now we can try to execute the second one, right? So this, oh, which is system.out.println. So how are we going to do that? Because I have a list of data, I need to print all of them. So how are we going to do that? Just simple, just use a get method, right? So the result is plus s1 dot, sorry, here it's going to be s2 dot get. Save it and try to execute now. Now you can see all person details, all of them, right? So this is where the important need of suppliers. Okay, so from here we came to end of this particular video. In the next topic what I want to discuss about, right, it is going to be something different, which is nothing, it is going to be a bit new for you. Okay, so do one thing, just practice everything, because if you just try to code now and if you move on to something else, when you come back to this, it's a little bit, it's not easy to go ahead and do the coding. You need to have a hands on. Okay, okay, thank you.